Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janae, and I just love budgeting. Today, I am going to be going over my weekly spending, and I am going to be withdrawing slash unstuffing cash for the bills that are due this week. First, I'll start with the bills that are due this week, and then I will go over the money that I spent from October 1st until October, what's today, the 10th? October 9th. So I like to do my spending from Friday to Friday, but since the 1st of October was on a Wednesday, I just went ahead and, um, did my expenses from the 1st to the 9th instead of just doing it for 2 days because I do my weekly spending from Friday to Friday. So I've already written out my bills that are due, and I think, no, I might not unstuff those first. I'll just tell you guys that Verizon is due this week. It's $337. Land is also due this week. That's $130. And then my tabs for my license and registration is $147. And I will be stuffing the three of these. And I will be going over the money that I spent since October 1st. And I will probably try to tell you guys what category it came from. Some of them don't have a category. Some of the things have not been budgeted for. So I may not unstuff that because it's not funded. So I may just use my checking account as a buffer. So I try to keep at least $1,000 in my checking account as a buffer for these kind of things. And being that I'm just getting started budgeting, a lot of things aren't funded, but things are still happening, if you understand what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my stuff written down. I write everything down in my budget by paycheck workbook, but I am going to rewrite it down for you. Some of the expenses were I use cash, then some of them, like I said, I'll be unstuffing, and then some will just be coming out of my checking account as a buffer. So October 1st, let's see, I had a master class that I paid for. Now this is a investing master class. I'm not going to say heavy into investing, but I'm very passionate about investing in my future, which is why I started budgeting again. I was really heavy into budgeting back in 2020, and then I just kind of got off of it, and I realized being off of it, my whole life was in disarray. And two, at the time, my whole life was in disarray. So now I'm trying to piece everything back together and get everything how I want it to be and still plan for my future at the same time. Being that I'm now a woman that's over 40, my future is what I need to be focusing on because your girl not gonna be working forever, and I'm not in my 20s either. But I will suggest the people that's in their 20s get started with the investing as soon as possible. So I paid for a master class. It was last Sunday at 8 o'clock. It was a live recording. It was really nice. It lasted like 2 hours. And I also got a copy of the session so I can rewatch it as many times as I want. But anyway, that was $97 and it was well worth it. Then I went to therapy, and it's so funny because me and my therapist, she's not my friend. I'm definitely her client, but we're really cool. And she's the person that I could talk to about anything. She's the one person who probably knows everything about me. So I go and see her every couple months, but there was a time where I had to see her every 2 weeks. So I'm so thankful for her, and I'm so thankful for therapy, thankful for healing. If you guys are going through something, if you think that you can't do this by yourself, not only do you need to pray, but you need to get into somebody's chair and just let it all out. Don't keep your stuff in, okay? $100 to talk to my BFF, okay? Then I was getting my hair braided. And you know, when you get your hair braided and the people walk in and they selling stuff, I bought fruit, and that was with cash. So it was like a plastic container. It had pineapples and grapes. And at the time, I had been sitting in the chair almost 2 hours, and it came in very, very handy. And the hair, since we're talking about it, was 105. So that will be considered beauty. I didn't even write down like the categories, and I don't know if I even should. Masterclass, education. I don't have an education envelope, but I need to come up with something for education. Maybe that could be self-help or something. An envelope I can come up with. Therapy, would that be considered self-help as well? Or health or medical? I'll say health and wellness. Therapy, health and wellness. Health and wellness. And I'm gonna circle cash because I don't want to unstuff. Make sure I don't unstuff it. And the hair, that was cash. So I'll circle that, and I'll circle these because I don't want to forget that I don't have to unstuff these. Next, I went to the nursery and I got mums to put outside, and I bought another new plant as well. Actually, I bought a ceramic pot. And you know, ceramic pots are pretty expensive, but they were on sale 60% off. I spent $98.81 at the nursery. And this, I would say, household for the nursery. Then there's Kroger, and that's food, of course. And I spent $129.51 at Kroger on food. And then, okay, I wrote that up here. I don't know if I should write it again. I was $147 for my tabs. I'm not rewriting it down here because I'll get confused. But these are the bills that's due. So I did write the check. Now I have to fund it with unstuffing my car maintenance envelope. So that's $147 that I spent. And then I have something I bought from Amazon. I don't know what, but I wrote household. So we're gonna run with that because majority of stuff I buy from Amazon is for the household. It's $28.01. And I buy almost everything, like our toilet paper, our paper towel, laundry detergent. It'd be sitting right on the porch between the hours of 4 and 8 a.m. So household for that. And then let's see, nails. And that was $50. I paid cash. And of course, that is beauty. I'm gonna circle that so that we don't forget. Okay. Then I bought me an outfit. So I am going to write clothes, and if you know me, you know I'm going to do a buy now, pay later. That's $26. And that's clothes. And I had to buy an outfit because later this month on the 25th, we are having a remembrance slash repast for my grandparents. They both died 3 months apart. And we're going to be wearing their favorite color. So I found me an outfit. And that is what this is about for clothes. Next, I have Amazon again. And I am writing down household. I don't remember what I bought, but I spent $81. Oh, you know what? I spent $81.12. It was that Amazon Prime, or it was a deal for on the 8th and the 9th, and I needed a cutting board desperately, so I bought me a nice wooden cutting board. And I think I bought some vitamins, and I bought dental floss because my husband needed dental floss. I like the dental picks, but he uses the floss. But there's a particular kind that he used by Oral-B, and I bought that. And that will be considered household. Then I went to visit my sister in the hospital. She did have to have surgery, and I had to pay $5 for parking. And I guess I'll just put spending next to that. I'll just take the money out of my spending to cover that. Then I did a nail deposit to get my nails done for my birthday, or for my birthday is coming up, and then our remembrance slash repast is the same weekend as my birthday. And so I am getting my nails done. But with me, or with a lot of the girls who provide services, you have to put down a deposit. So I put down a deposit of 25 every time I book my appointment. And I have to pay that back. And that is out of beauty. And then I got on the YouTube, and one of my favorite influencers that does perfume content had provided a link to the Kayali website, because they are now reselling musk, and I have yet to get my hands on it. I've been wanting it for years, but I don't know why they stopped making it, or I don't know what was going on. But anyway, I pushed the link and I bought a bottle of perfume, and I said, well, it's your birthday month. You can get it for your birthday. And I'm going to use that. That's going to be my excuse. But it's another bottle that I want to. And I'm going to tell myself the same thing. It's your birthday. So I think I'm going to use credit card points for that, though. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use credit card points. So anyway, let's see. I bought perfume. And that is beauty, of course. And the total for that was $146.28 for beauty. And I don't think I have enough money in my beauty to cover this purchase, but I can find a way. I'll use the money from my spending. Maybe I have some money in my treat yourself, which I don't think I do. I'll use beauty, and maybe I'll use health and wellness. But I don't want to carry debt. That's my goal. I'm not carrying any debt. Then I have two different purchases from Vital Check, and this was for death certificates for my grandparents. I wasn't in charge of everything, so I do want to provide the children with death certificates, because I know sometimes you can request how many you want when everything happens, and a lot of times people not in their right mind are thinking, but a lot of people want to keep that for keepsake, So I ordered some for my grandparents. One of them I did rapid, because some people in my family, we have to use that to cover ourselves for work, which is crazy. But $137 I paid for one, and then the other I paid regular processing, and that was $80. So I'm gonna put family for that too. I don't know how I'm gonna fund this, y'all, but I'll find the money. No, or it'll just come out my buffer, because this was not budgeted for at all. But I want to get to the point where everything is budgeted for, or everything is funded, or if I have to, maybe I have to make a family envelope, because I don't have a family envelope. So yeah. Then I did another then I made another hair appointment. So I do a hair deposit, because just like the nails, when you book your appointment, you have to make a deposit. And so I did a $35, and that is beauty. And then last but not least, I bought my mom a birthday gift. So I bought her perfume as well, because I told you guys I had on a perfume and she was telling me how good it smells. So I bought her the same thing. And that was $155.18. And I'm put that beauty for that. But this one, I ain't gonna lie, I'll put it on my Ulta credit card. We might have to do a buy now, pay later. I'm gonna have to break this $155 into 4 payments. 155 divided by 4. I have to do $39, $40 a week. And write that down so I don't forget to pay that off, because it's not funded. By the time I get down here with all these other beauty categories that I have, I won't have money for that. So, all right, that's all the money I spent this week. Let's go ahead and add it up. 337 plus 130 plus 147 equals 614. Those are for my bills. $614. And then the money that I spent this week, that is going to be 90, not this week, but from the first, plus 100 plus 7 plus 105 plus 98.81 plus 129.51 plus 28.01 plus 50 plus 26 plus 81.12 plus 5 plus 25 plus 146.28 plus 137 plus 80 plus 35 plus 155.18 equals too much money. So $1,305.91 is the amount of money I spent from the 1st to the 9th. It should be the 9th because I'm not including today, but I don't think I spent any money yesterday. Did I? No, so it's the 1st through the 8th. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and unstuff. So we're going to start with Verizon. So that I'm going to need $337. So I'm going to remove 337. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. So this is 137. 20, 50s. Everything out of order right here. I don't know why, but 337, and then I have left 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10. All right. Next, I have land. So I am going to take that 130 I just showed you guys in the back here out. So I'm going to add that. There's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. I don't know where I wrote 130 out. This is supposed to be 120. So I'm going to have 10 extra dollars that'll just be in my checking account as a buffer. I've been saying 130 this whole time. It's 120 because it's $30 per week. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's my mistake. So I'm going to add that here, the 120. And then I am going to go into my car maintenance envelope or binder. I think this is it. Yep. So I need 147 from here to cover my tabs. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 24, 240. Who y'all? 147. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 45, 46, 47. So 147 for license registration. All right. So I have $23 left for car maintenance. That's cool. All right, next, let's see, masterclass. I am yeah, I'm gonna highlight that because I don't have money to fund it for education. I don't. So what should I write here, y'all? Buffer. And I want to highlight everything that I already put in here so that I don't forget. But health and wellness, I do want to cover my therapy session of $100. But that's going to be under medical expenses, which will also be for my dental bill, but I need to cover that. And I need to start putting more money into my medical and my health and wellness as well. So this might be the wrong envelope. Nope, medical expenses. All right, so I'm gonna take out $100 for that. That leaves me with 50. So I have before the end of the month to pay that back, or I should be getting the bill soon. It feels like it. So I'm gonna add 100 there, and that is for therapy. And then the fruit, that was cash, so I can go ahead and highlight that, and then I'll go into my beauty envelope. Oh, I can't. All right, I'll put that there. I paid cash, so we'll highlight that. That's funded. The nursery, I'll skip that for now. Let's do Kroger food. And that is pretty much 130, right? So 130 for food. 100, 20, 30. So that is 100, 20, 30. Okay, and we will highlight that. Then I have 2801 for Amazon. So that's going to be underneath household actually. So I'll take $28 from household. 3, 5, 20. That's 28. 20 for 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. And that is for my Amazon. Okay, then nails, that was cash. And then clothes, that's $26. I'm going to grab my wallet and take $26 from my spending to fund it. So let's see, I'll take one single here, 1 5, and I got a 20. Okay, and that's going to be for my outfit. That's 25, 26 with the highlight. Now look, oh, you know what? I break this Amazon purchase down because I bought some vitamins. So I'm gonna take like 20, I think it was $28 from health and wellness and subtract it from 8112, and the rest will be from household. So let's take 28 or however many singles if we have. Okay, so we'll do 30 for health and wellness, and the rest will be household. So let's see, we have 8112 minus 30 equals 5112. So I will be taking, see, $52 from household. That's 20, 30, 40, 50, 152. I always round up. If it's 5112, I'm gonna do $52. So that should be my total of 8112 for this purchase. That's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 182. So I'm going to put this in here. 82 and then 20. All right. I'm going to highlight that. And then I have parking, $5. I'm going to take that from my spending because I don't budget no parking, but it is just money I need to spend through the week. Then I'm going to do my nail deposit, and that is $25. So I'll put that there. Okay, so we're going to take out 25 for my nail deposit. plus 20 and 5. Highlight nail deposit. And then let's see, perfume. I'm gonna skip that for now. I'm gonna skip my vital checks. I'm gonna skip that vital check as well. And then I am going to do my hair deposit of $35 from my beauty envelope. So I'm gonna do a 20, 10, and a 5 to fund that. And I'm gonna put that there. All right, so some of these things did not get funded today, and that's fine because once I'm off camera, I want to figure out how I'm going to, no, I should not have highlighted that. It should have been this one. How I'm going to highlight or how I'm going to fund it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 expenses. So my goal is that any money that I spend through the week is funded through an envelope. So right now I have 6 things that were not funded. That'll probably take a nice chunk of change out of my checking account. So money that's not accounted for when it comes to my budget, I'm gonna add that up. Plus 137 plus 80 plus 155 equals, okay, so I have $714 that's not budgeted for. But for the gift for my mom, I'm definitely going to take, I got about $80 in gifts in my gifts envelope that I could put towards my Ulta credit card, because I could just pay it down. I don't have to carry $155.18. So yeah, so let's just see how much money I will be taking to the bank, you guys. I have 100, I have 5, 100, 200, 300, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 420, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, plus, here's my 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will be depositing $1,035 into my checking account to cover the expenses October 1st through October 9th. If you're still with me, thank you for joining me. Let me know what you spent your money on this week that you didn't plan for or that wasn't budgeted for. And we could talk about that. And I don't feel alone or feel like I'm not out here budgeting how I should. Sometimes I feel guilty for spending money because I know that I need to be on this budget and I know I need to eliminate debt. But sometimes you have to give yourself a little space to breathe and have a little fun, even though the fun was already had when I got myself into this debt. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not. We're going to talk in the next video. My next video, I will be doing probably my week 3 budget with me paycheck. So thank you guys for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Bye.